And what's the best part about being bored at work, babe?
All of the possibilities of the fun things you can do.
What fun things?
Nothing. There's nothing to do when you're bored at work.
Is it something you consider when you're job hunting?
Absolutely. It's actually one of the questions I follow up when they ask, "Do you have any questions?" I've come from so many jobs where the downtime outweighs the productive time where I'm actually doing work for the job that I was hired for. So I always ask, like, how much downtime is there? And if they're like, well, we have seasons where it's busy, it's not busy, it's kind of a deal breaker for me because I need to be productive.
To me, it's like you ask about workload, and then maybe they're thinking that you don't want to do a lot of work.
Yeah, but when you genuinely ask what the workload is and say, hey, I'm coming from a job with a lot of downtime, I like to be productive, I like to be busy, and I just want to make sure that my time is going to be utilized properly here.
So you're saying it'll show through by the other questions you ask on it. So instead of me looking at that question in a vacuum, it's like, okay, I have these other questions that's going to paint a different picture for the interviewer.
Yeah, so it shows that I have a strong work ethic. It shows that if I don't have anything to do, I'm going to look for something to do, whether that be helping somebody else who's got a larger workload than me, or if that means like cleaning, keeping busy, doing whatever the job entails, offering help, anything.
So let's say you've been somewhere for a while, and maybe it's like let's say it's like close to Christmas or something, and there isn't that much to do. A lot of people are flying away, or clients, or whatever it is, and it's dropped in your lap. Normally you're fine, but it's dropped in your lap and you don't have much to do. What do you do?
When it's dropped in my lap, what's dropped in my lap?
Just the burden of nothingness. Let's say that.
Holidays, it's actually kind of nice to not have anything to do. Usually you get to leave early, around the day before, the eves, people are a little more lax with responsibilities, people aren't in the office, which means there's less work. So, and you might be itching to get out of the office anyways, so, I think that kind of works in your favor.
So, let's say it happened outside the holidays, in like one of the jobs you had before. Like, what would you do to pass the time if you got stuck in a position where it's nothing to do, or you're so good at your job, you completed all the stuff you had to do for the day within, like, I don't know, the first hour or two?
I would mix up the day with offering help for other people if they're overloaded, just so everyone can leave at the same time. No one has to work late. But I would also fill that time with things I'm passionate about, kind of use the opportunity to maybe, write an article, listen to a podcast, just things where, like, I can be productive for myself, but also be productive in my job. Because I think there's only so much you can do, or so much work you can seek out, where people are just like, I have nothing left to do. I don't know how to help you.
I remember I was working, I think it was at Macy's at the time, and one of the guys I worked with, he was like an older guy, and he said to he was telling me to work at, like, set a pace for yourself where you're getting stuff done, but you're not gonna burn out, and work at that pace. Like, make sure you're getting your things done, But if someone comes like, this is done right now, you can calmly integrate that into your work cycle so you're not too affected to the point where you're scrambling too. Because usually if you're scrambling around at your job, then it's not really a good sign because you might make mistakes scrambling. Keeping a cool head could be better. What do you think about that?
I think that makes complete sense. And if you are one of those people that are scrambling, you'll meet a person like me who will offer help.
I would take that. I'll definitely take that. How do you deal with boredom at work? He's coming in for.
That's gonna be cute.
Yeah, it is cute. How do you deal with boredom at work? If you are bored, or if you've been bored in past jobs, let us know. Catch you guys next time.
Bye.